In the fourth segment, let me ask you another question here. Why do events in Saudi Arabia, Yemen, or maybe Red Sea matter so much to India? After all, the fighting is happening thousands of kilometers away, right? So, why should families sitting in India, maybe in states like Kerala, Punjab, Gujarat, or Telangana, worry about it? They should, because for millions of Indians, the Gulf is not just another region on the map. It is home. It is where they earn. It is where they build careers. And every single month, they send billions of rupees back to their families in India. But today, another major shipping route has entered the conflict. We are talking about the Bab al-Mandeb Strait, one of the busiest trade routes in the world. It is now facing serious security threat. This particular route connects the Red Sea to the Gulf of Aden and carries millions of barrels of oil every single day. Saudi Arabia has been using pipelines to send crude oil to its western port of Yanbu. But if ships also struggle to pass through the Red Sea, well, global trade could face another major disruption. Now imagine this. One highway is blocked, so everyone starts using another route. But suddenly that route also becomes dangerous. What happens? Well, traffic stops. Deliveries slow down. Costs rise even further, and that's exactly what global shipping companies are facing today. Ships are taking much longer route. Insurance costs have increased sharply. Every extra day at the sea means more fuel, more money, and higher prices. Eventually, those higher prices reach businesses, consumers, and families across the globe. Well, for Indians who are working in the Gulf, the concern goes far beyond expensive goods here. If oil exports slow down, governments may spend less on new projects. Construction projects could slow down, business investments may reduce, companies may delay the hiring, some contracts may not be even renewed. Well, think about millions of Indian engineers, accountants, IT professionals, doctors, and project managers working across Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Riyadh, and Doha. Well, if companies become cautious about spending, then their jobs, it may also come under a lot of pressure. And that's another hidden impact here. Every year, Indians working abroad send billions of dollars home. That money supports parents, children's education, home loans, and family business. But when inflation rises because of expensive shipping and fuel, even the value of those hard-earned remittances, it starts falling. Well, the same money buys less than before here. So basically, when we talk about another shipping crisis in West Asia, we are not talking about oil tankers. Well, we are talking about Indian families, Indian jobs, and Indian economy. So whenever we hear about defense spending, most people think it's a problem only for politicians in Washington. But what if I told you that a military budget approved inside the US Congress, it could decide whether a tech company hires more engineers or starts another round of layoffs. And that's exactly what is happening today. Ladies and gentlemen, the Pentagon says the conflict has already cost Americans tens of billions of dollars. And now it wants Congress to approve an even bigger emergency defense package to continue military operations and replace weapons already used during the conflict. Now think about it. Governments don't keep billions of dollars just laying around waiting for the war, right? They usually borrow the money. And when the government borrows heavily, interest rate often stays high because investors demand better returns for lending money. And this creates a chain reaction. Higher interest rates increase borrowing costs for businesses. Companies postpone expansion plans. Startups receive less investment. Venture capital becomes more cautious. And slowly the hiring market starts cooling down. For Indian professionals who are working in Silicon Valley, Seattle, in fact, New York, this matters a lot. Why? Because many depend not only on salaries but also on the company's share, stock options, and performance bonuses. So when companies face financial pressure, those benefits often become smaller. And here's another hidden impact here. When lawmakers spend months debating war funding, other important issues often get pushed aside. That means immigration reforms, visa processing improvements, and administrative blockades that can overall move down the priority list while attention remains fixed on national security. So, the next time you hear that America has approved another defense package, do remember that it's not just about missiles, or military bases. It could also influence interest rate, hiring, investment, and financial future of thousands of Indians who are working in the US.